This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
Hello, foodie friends. Welcome to episode 29 of the Taste of Universal podcast. I'm Kelly, and I will be your host today. But due to insane schedules, I am currently only joined by our head chef, Tracy. What's going on, sis?
Hey! Yeah, this is a novelty, isn't it? Just the two of us.
It is. So, we'll see where this goes.
Yeah. How are you doing?
A little overwhelmed. I guess by the time this comes out, this will be more public information, but I am in the process of moving back to Florida.
Hey.
So, yeah, it's been coming for a while now, I think. Just wanting to be closer to family as my parents age. I'm kind of ready for a little shakeup as far as my job goes. So I have two job opportunities that I'm exploring, one of which is, that I've been offered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm figuring out which one to take, one of which is in Orlando and one is in South Florida. So I will be a little bit more boots on the ground come July.
That's awesome. I'm really pleased
so that's, yeah, I might be pretty sparse as far as my attendance in the upcoming months as I finish out the school year, run summer camp, and move across the country. But
that's understandable.
Just wanted to put that out there in the world now in case I'm absent for a bit. For a good reason.
Yes.
Stressful one, but a good one.
A good reason. Yes, a very good reason. Yes.
Yeah. And Shelby's super busy. Kayla's currently visiting the baby elephant at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. And they will definitely be back next month.
They will.
So that.
Yeah.
What about you? How are you doing?
Plodding along, full of cold. This is just descended overnight. So if I sound terrible, I apologize, people. I will try my hardest not to sneeze into the microphone. That's about the best I can do. So. But
the good thing is that germs do not travel via the internet.
Yeah, so. that is a very good point. You're very lucky. Yeah.
I am.
But we'll plod on because that's what we have to do.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So here's our menu for today. For our appetizer, we will reflect on the insane fact that it has been a year as of this month that Epic Universe has opened to the general public. And so we just wanted to have a brief chat about the park and its impact on the food and beverage game across the resort now that we've had some time and space to process it. For our entree, we will do our best to summarize the absolute fire hydrant of food news from across the resort in recent months. And then for dessert, we will announce the winner of our April podcast giveaway.
Yes, we will. So I might as well just dive straight in. So on May 22nd, as we said, we're going to see the first anniversary of Epic Universe. That has been a very fast year. It's crazy.
Yep.
I flipped that calendar like a couple of days ago. I was like, how is it May?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like more than a few, like maybe 2 months tops that this park was opening.
Yeah. I think we had talked about it for so long leading up to it.
I think you're right.
And then it happened.
Yeah.
And now it's here. And we've been, we've not been enough. No matter how many times we've not been enough to explore all the nooks and crannies of that park. But yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's mind-blowing how fast time is passing.
Yep.
But yes, like we said, I just thought it would be a good idea to have like a brief discussion on the park, like on the park in general, but specifically how the food and beverage team at Epic have elevated food and presentation in the parks, because there is no doubt we have seen a marked difference between the legacy parks and Epic.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So what are your thoughts on it, Kelly?
I can't wait to get back again. I've been 3 times, so twice last summer. Well, I guess September is still summer. So I went in June, July, and September.
Wow.
And it really did, I think it did kind of set this new standard for the quality of even the quick service and the diversity of offerings for quick service that is now, we'll discuss it later, but bleeding back into the other parks, which is making City Walk step up their game, which is making the hotels step up their game. I think it was kind of this catalyst for what can theme park food be? How can it be part of the story? How can it be part of your immersion instead of just like, here's your burger, go get on a roller coaster.
Yes.
Like, that it's become, it took what Disney has done well for a while. And you guys know that of all the people on this podcast, I'm the biggest proponent of Disney and their food and their allergy service. But I think it took what Disney has done to a different level that is also, it tastes good. It's Instagrammable. Like it hit all the marks. It's not just this looks cool. It tastes good. It's good for you. A lot of this food is much healthier, or, depending on what healthy is to you, it's much better fuel for your theme park day than what you would find in your typical theme park food, at least here in the States. And so, I think it checks all the boxes in my mind. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, obviously Lee and I were out for the media opening event, and we got to interview some of the chefs, and to see them speak passionately about the food and hear about them actually traveling around the world to find recipes and eat authentic versions of these foods so they could recreate it as authentically as they could. And the Asian food, obviously, I've got a little bit of experience with that. That Asian food is absolutely authentic. I think that's why Blue Dragon's probably my favourite restaurant anywhere. It's that, like I said, the passion, the way these chefs were speaking, they were leaning forward when they were giving us information. You could that excitement was palpable, and that has translated into these menus and into the presentations. Because, like you said, even the quick service, it's not just something thrust at you; it's presented nicely and tastes good and isn't dripping in grease or isn't over salty. And they've blown it out of the parks. And like you say, the legacy parks are catching up. It's bleeding out into that, which is great because it's just win-win for all of us, isn't it? Yeah.
And I think, it's not all perfect. I mean, some of the food, it's mass-produced food in a theme park. You might go at the end of the day and have soggy French fries, or you might get a burnt piece of chicken or a tough piece of steak or things like that. But that's the food industry. That's, you are at the end of the day in a theme park, and the food is more expensive, which is also making everything else more expensive. But again, we have to remember that all food is getting more expensive. Eating out, no matter where you are, is getting more expensive. I visited my sister in Nashville a couple weekends ago, and we went out to like a nicer place, and my drink was like $27 or something like that. And it's so these things are expensive, but you're getting, like, part of that is just life in general right now.
It is.
But also I'm not seeing with Universal is shrinkflation. I'm seeing them come out with these new menu items that might be $3 or $4 more than something very similar was, but the portions are not smaller. The portions, if anything, are larger. And you're getting more food for your money, I think.
Yeah. That's good.
Whereas, I think some of the changes I've seen at Disney is the menu items are the same, but you're getting smaller portions. Like the price is staying the same, but you're getting smaller portions over time. And I don't know if that's just the experiences that I've had in the last 2 years or so, but I think many of the meals are, I think Lee talked about it on the main show a couple weeks ago, but how easy it is to share meals. And I know that's something that's not your favorite to do, but
I'm getting better at it.
Yeah. But so even like if you and I both wanted to split two dishes, it wouldn't be us eating off the same plate. It would be, let's get an extra plate. Here, you take half of my meal before I even touch it, and I'll take half of your meal before you even touch it. I think this is a great park to go with a big group of friends. And, if there's 6 of you, then get, 4 entrees and 4 sides. And I think it's enough food for
Yes, I agree.
people. So,
Yeah. I mean, I say, watching like the shrinkflation side of Disney and not having that in Universe, I think that is something that we need to keep an eye on, because we don't know how the food prices are going to go, because it's looking dire everywhere, to be quite honest.
But did you have anything else, or
No,
I can go ahead and we asked Shelby and Kayla sent in their thoughts too.
They did.
So Kayla said her favorite thing to eat is the gluten-free baguette de dinde, which is a shock to 0 people listening to this, unless it's your first episode, which welcome. We're glad you're here. Strap in.
Yeah.
Kayla says Epic has completely raised the bar for Universal Orlando food and drink, where immersive, out-of-this-world theming meets genuinely elevated, fresh, crafted dishes that make you forget you're even in a theme park. I do think the legacy parks are slowly but surely making their way to Epic's very high bar. I don't think they're there yet, but with more updates and real-world food and drink tests, like we see at the little booths that are constantly changing and evolving, I think we can get there.
Yeah, good points. I agree. Shelby said, Epic Universe has truly set the bar for theme park food. It's elevated and unique. I really wish the legacy parks would up their food game to the level of Epic. There isn't a lot available for picky eaters here, and the vegan dishes are extremely innovative. Think lion's mane mushroom steaks, vegan dogs smothered in Korean slaw, salsa verde, kimchi veganaise on a purple ube bun, cassoulets, lentil stews, and the best vegan veggie burger that's fried that you've ever eaten.
That's funny. I didn't read either of their. I think I read Kayla's a week and a half ago, whenever she sent it or whatever, but I haven't read theirs in light of the discussion that we just had, and we kind of all separately hit on the same kind of points.
We did.
And I do think we are a year in, and we're not seeing dramatic menu reductions or dramatic menu changes, or
and we expected
this doesn't come with a sauce, or this doesn't come with a stamp on the bun, or that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they were going to drop the ball, we would have seen that by now.
Yeah. Because we did say that these menus were quite, especially like the sit downs, the menus are quite extensive. And we all surmised that, in a year, they'll have halved those menus. They haven't.
Yeah. And I do like Shelby's point that she brought up, though, that I think in general, whether you're vegan or not, there's not a lot of food for picky eaters.
No, I agree.
Or, if you have a restrictive diet outside of just allergies or things like that. I think their allergy game is pretty fantastic.
It is.
But, if you have sensitivities to texture or smell or look or spice or XYZ, then this can be much harder to navigate.
Well, one of the difficulties I find is everything, like most dishes either contain coconut or cilantro.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, just give me something that's coconut and cilantro and kill me off now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, a year already. Happy birthday, Epic.
Yep.
Crazy.
I would like a giant plate of beef and broccoli for your birthday, Epic Universe, please.
Yes.
Send it to me.
I will take a mapo tofu, please.
Yeah, I gotta try that tofu. I gotta try it.
It's so good.
Yeah. But even down to like the, we'll talk more about new snacks and things like that. But, from table service down to, quick service all the way down to snacks. Like I had that vegan turtle shell from Super Nintendo World.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I need to have that.
Mid-afternoon, it had some carbs to it. It had some protein to it. It's, artificial protein, but it's still, it's still protein. But, it felt worth its price.
That's
and it
always
held me
a good
over
point.
until dinner time. And so,
Yes, there's nothing worse than buying something, eating it and go, well, that wasn't worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in a theme park.
And also, I think just one quick point, I know we compare Disney and Universal a lot, but for most people, I think the comparison would be their local theme park and not Disney. And so, I mean, I was at Six Flags at the end of last season and paid like $11 for a boat of French fries. And they were terrible, plain, soggy French fries. But I think so.
Yeah.
keep in mind other theme parks as well as Disney, Universal, SeaWorld kind of level.
Yeah. I think of our local theme parks, and it's things like a slice of pizza that's been under a heat lamp, a sausage roll, and, like I say, soggy fries. That tends to be what we get over here.
Yep.
So we're doing all right with Epic, I think.
Yep. And listeners, please let us know what you think too. That now that we're a year in, what are your thoughts? What do you think is fantastic? What do you think could be improved? If you have any ideas, send them to us via any of our contact information that we'll share at the end. And maybe that's something we can read out on the next show or over the summer at some point.
That would be cool.
But we love hearing from you guys. So that would be great.
Yeah, that would be great. Good idea, Kelly.
Thanks.
Yay!
Alrighty. You ready to jump into the entree?
I think so.
All right. Buckle up, guys. We joked about this on our April episode, and we weren't kidding. There have been updates across all the parks, city walks, and the hotels in just the last few months. Mm-hmm. What we cover today won't be exhaustive by any stretch of the imagination, but we hope to give you a good idea of the level of quality and variety being introduced to locations that might be unexpected or a place that you wrote off years ago and said, I'm never going back.
Can't relate to that.
Yeah. All right. And in no particular, so this is all also due to a series of circumstances in no particular order. So please enjoy jumping around, jumping all over the property.
Yes,
with
very
us
much
for
underlined
the next
that.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Tracy, will you kick us off at Bumblebee Man's?
Yes, the Supreme Chicken Nachos are $14.99, and while there's no official gluten-free labelling, they should be gluten-free based on the ingredients. Just something to double-check if that's important to you. And you're getting crispy corn tortilla chips loaded up with chicken, cheese sauce, sour cream, avocado, jalapenos, and tomato salsa. The sour cream and smashed avocado are served on the side, and this dish can be modified easily, including the meat. You can sub the carnitas pork or the carne asada steak for the same price as a chicken, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's essentially all the stuff that goes into their tacos on chips. I do hope they've improved the quality of the chips, though.
Yeah.
I'm really hopeful that because the chips were always a side with the tacos, and they were always not fabulous. But I'm hopeful that this means that because of they're serving nachos, that they'll be frying those chips much more frequently than they were before.
Yeah. I've definitely had
but
stale
I've
nachos.
heard great things about this, so I'm thinking they've solved that stale chip issue.
That would be nice. But even if you don't have that dietary restriction, that sounds really nice anyway. It sounds less heavy.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks like a lot of food. It looks like a good bang for your buck, and I've heard really good things about it. So I'd be... that is the one bummer about having dairy allergies, though, is that when you get nachos and remove the cheese, there's really no way to keep any of the toppings on the chips. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm sure I'll find a way.
Yeah. We'll have to brainstorm that one.
Yeah. All right. At Turbo Boost Treats in Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe, there's a new snack that's getting lots of attention, the Item Box Pretzels. These are soft, moist pretzel bites designed to look just like the iconic items you can get from the Mario item boxes. So like the Fire Flower, the Power Star, or Power Up Mushroom, the Superstar. And for $15, they are definitely Instagram worthy, but you get a lot for that price.
And moving on to Lowe's. Lowe's Hotels recently launched a nationwide beverage program called Alchemy by Lowe's Hotels. This features apothecary-style cocktails with house-made tinctures, herbal infusions, and even tableside presentations for a more immersive experience. And as of now, there are 4 locations, and each one adds its own local twist. At Helios Grand Hotel, you'll find the standout Clash of the Titans, a bold mix of Tanqueray No. 10, Feta Honey, clarified lemon, even, and Saint-Germain, I think that's how you pronounce that, topped with silky foam and finished tableside with feta and black pepper for a savoury, citrusy kick. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And again, some of these that we're talking about were already menu items. Some of them are new. Some of them existed beforehand. But what goes along with it is this explanation more so of the elevated ingredients, where they come from, why they're in there. So I think you get a little bit more interaction with either your bartender or your server when you order these drinks because they are highlighted menu items as part of this alchemy program, that they're just a little bit more intentional than your standard, old fashioned or Sazerac or something like that. They're more local and things like that.
Yeah. Go
ahead, Tracy.
I was just going to say, I feel that this one especially needs a bit more explanation because all I'm reading is gin with feta cheese and honey. And
pepper.
I'm just imagining like cubes of feta cheese in a glass.
I think it is. Like, I'm not totally sure.
I'm kind of like, I don't like gin anyway, but I'm kind of like, I think I need a bit more information here.
Yeah.
But it's alchemy, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's a nationwide program for all the Lowe's resorts, but at Universal, 4 of the resorts have this as part of their menu. For example, at Orchid Court at Royal Pacific, they have the Golden Dawn, which is a vibrant blend of pineapple rum, mango, almond, orge.
I have no idea.
I have never seen that word in my life. I will look it up and tell you later.
Yeah.
But this one's elevated by its garnish, yuzu gummy dipped in togarashi. So this will be a tropical hit with a spicy sweet twist.
I love anything yuzu. Oh,
it's good. Yeah. I've found it to be overpowering in a couple of the drinks that I've had it in, but I feel like if I got it in something more balanced, that I would like it more than what I've had.
I think the spicy will balance that.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. My only concern is mango can be a strong flavour as well, so that could be 2 very strong flavours. But I think that spicy actually would make them both balanced because I've had spicy mango. And
that's a really great combination.
It brings down that sweetness.
Yeah. Oh, like a good mango margarita with tahini on the rim instead of salt.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that sounds good. I would try that. At Portofino Bay Hotel, located at... Now, I never know how to pronounce this word. Is it Trattoria or Trattoria? I don't know which one it is.
I think it's Trattoria, but again...
I'm not Italian.
We're working on being better about this.
Yes, I have no Italian blood. Located at Trattoria del Porto, you can find the Italian 75, which is an elevated classic with Portofino dry gin, creme de violette, and a finishing mist of Essentia Dolce Vita. Ooh, that sounds hard to say. It's topped with a crisp Prosecco and a fresh lemon twist. It's a sparkling tribute to effortless Italian elegance. And that's exactly what it sounds like. Very classy and... Yeah.
That sounds like
should we drink?
A drink Grace would like. So
yes, it does.
Great. Grace, it's a date.
I like that idea.
Also at Portofino, but at the Thirsty Fish, is the Dino, a slow-crafted standout built on Mitcher's Rye, Carpano Antica, and a Campari washed for days in Italian espresso and cinnamon, then aged 3 months in a whiskey barrel for unmatched depth.
Oh.
Now here's where I need that explained to me by a bartender of what that means. But it sounds like something I would like.
It sounds like something right up our alley, Kelly.
Yeah.
I think we should maybe go and try that for science.
Espresso and cinnamon. Oh, I got it. Let's do a Portofino bar crawl and just try all the drinks, all the friends, all the drinks. Let's do it.
That sounds absolutely perfect to me, actually.
Yep.
It's a date. Rounding out the Portofino options is the Key Lime Crush, available at Mamadella's Ristorante. Capturing the... I don't know why I repeated that, sorry. Capturing the essence of dessert in a glass with its house-made key lime vanilla cordial. That sounds good. Topped simply with soda water for a bright, refreshing sip that's playful and nostalgic. Sounds like a good summer drink.
All right. And rounding us out at Strongwater Tavern, my beloved, at Sapphire Falls, is the Sazerac. So this Sazerac blends letter of marque Strongwater rum with rich Demerara and bold Peychaud's bitters, creating a deeper take on the classic. finished. Oh, here we go. With an absinthe mist and a bright lemon peel. It's a timeless cocktail reimagined.
Oh. Now, I don't actually know what Sazerac is.
It's a drink it's in the family of old fashioned and Manhattans.
Okay, then.
But it's like rum with bitters, but it's a deeper rum. It's not like a tropically rum. It's a darker,
they're the
heavier.
Ones, yeah, they're the ones I like. The pirate rums.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, there's another one on the list then. Okay. I think we're just having a bar crawl. Never mind, just a Portofino.
Yeah. Well, after our bar crawl, if you happen to have a Universal Visa, where would you go, Tracy?
Yes. So, Epic Universe is the latest park to get a Visa Everywhere lounge. It opened a couple of weeks ago and is nicely decorated in a calming navy and soft yellow, although I haven't seen that described as gold. I would not describe it as gold myself. Card holders can rest in aircon, always good. You can charge devices and enjoy complimentary bottled water and snacks. Now, for clarity, access to this lounge is for holders of the Visa card with the annual fee. The Universal Rewards Plus Visa signature card holders. Could they make that any longer? And if you want to go there, it's located at the front of the park next to the Club Jupiter VIP tours entrance, but opening hours are yet to be announced. To give you an idea, though, and recap, in studios, theirs is near the entrance of the park next to guest services. It's a pale blue building with a bright blue awning, and you could walk past it and blink and miss it. It's just, it looks like a staff entrance, to be honest. That one's open daily from 12 till 5 p.m. and has the same things on offer. And also there, and I assume it will be the same Epic, it accommodates the card holder plus 3 guests, and all you need to take is the qualifying card and a valid photo ID.
Gotcha.
So it's always nice to have a little exclusive place if you can.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. It kind of sounds like a little bit higher version of the annual pass holder lounge.
Yes. I love it in there.
Cool. Yep. Awesome. All right. Jumping back into new food items. So the Wizarding World has introduced a new traditional sausage roll featuring a house-made pork sausage wrapped in flaky, buttery pastry. It's available in Diagon Alley at the Leaky Cauldron for $17.99 as an entree with a side, or as a $13.99 snack at the London Taxi Hut. It's been described as thick, savory, and slightly herby, served with a standout spicy mustard, and it's quickly becoming a popular new option.
Oh. And all the Brits will be going, but is it as good as Greg's?
I was just about to ask you if that sounded traditional to you.
It does. It really does.
Okay.
I'm sure that will get tried when we come over. I'll make Lee try it because I don't eat sausage.
Yeah. From stuff that I've seen on social media, it looks pretty hearty too. Like it looks like it would be a good filling snack, or definitely a meal if you got a side served with it. So
absolutely.
It's not dairy free, unfortunately, so I won't be trying that one.
Yes, that's a shame. Now over at Duff Brewery, Universal Parks have just dropped a new time-limited Simpsons-inspired brew, the Duff Happy Sour. This is their second seasonal Duff beer, following the fan favourite, and I did not put this. Lee has actually helped me with this, and he has put, not mine. I don't know if he means not his favourite or not my favourite, because I'm not keen on this one either. But anyway, the fan favourite, Dufftoberfest. Sorry, I got there eventually.
There you go. Well done.
Yes. So this is a guava-infused sour from Florida Brewing Company, bringing a tart kick balanced with a light, slightly sweet finish that makes it super approachable. That's a very weird way to phrase that. Super approachable. And try it even if you're not into sours. It does sound really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
So that's now on tap at Duff Beer locations in Springfield, both Florida and Hollywood. There's no official end date in sight. It's just that classic get it while it lasts window. So there you go. If you try it, let us know.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of sours. Jessica is, so I'm sure this will be tried on our next outing.
Yeah, I'm not a sours person.
Oh gosh, what's the name of The Horror Nights beer that Shelby
The Lacto
gets every
Cooler.
year. Yes, that one.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey.
I that is technically considered a sour beer,
It
and
is.
I do like that one. And I think that one's got guava-ish something. So this is one. Circling back to, was that worth the money? I would absolutely take a sip of someone's before I would order one for myself. So
Yeah.
do you like any of the other Duff beers? I feel like we don't talk.
Yeah.
We talk about the location.
Yes.
But I feel like we don't talk about the actual offerings very often.
I like the standard. Is it Duff Dry? Whichever basically the bog standard Duff is, that's the one I like.
Yeah.
It's a very palatable. It's quite a nice light summer beer. It's perfect for sitting behind the bar, lagoon side.
Yep. Well, that was, I can't remember if that was in our Golden Sporks episode this year. Yeah, that's Sheldon Cooper, That's My Spot award.
Yes, that's right.
Is a table side with an umbrella. Although I typically, my hack is, because I'm not a huge fan of any of the Duff beers, is I get a margarita from Cafe La Bamba window and then walk over to the waterfront.
Oh, I like that idea too.
Yeah, or a wizarding beer and then sit there.
Oh, there's some great wizarding beers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if I want a refreshing beer, it's a Duff.
9:55 in the morning, and I want a Daisy Root Ale in my hand right now.
Yes, but don't forget that when you're in Diagon Alley or Hogsmeade, you're on British time.
Oh, okay.
You're 5 hours ahead, so it's perfectly fine to have a 9:55 beer.
Guess so. Yeah, it doesn't count when you're on vacation.
Loopholes. You're welcome.
There we go. Cool. All right. Well, back to Duff. Yeah, definitely would like a sip of somebody's next time I'm there.
Same.
All right, let's talk burgers. So Five Guys is replacing the Burger King Whopper Bar. So Burger King officially closed on April 21st. Five Guys is expected to open later this summer in 2026, but Universal hasn't announced a specific opening date yet.
Yeah. We all know what Five Guys is about.
Yeah. I never went to Burger King, and I will never go to Five Guys. So
no, same.
Yeah.
It just seems like a strange thing when you've got so many other options. I guess there are people they will only eat things like that, and it means that there's something for everybody, which we absolutely support. But no, it's not one I'll go to because I go here too regularly. So yeah.
It's just strange to me that those restaurants have been those restaurants since City Walk essentially opened. Like it's been Moe's, is it Cold Stone, Panda, and Burger King. Like those four I feel like have been there for so long with no changes, that like Moe's is not a super popular, like Moe's is less of a popular chain than it was when it got there, but they haven't replaced it with a Qdoba or a Chipotle. Like Panda is still pretty popular, but it never became a payway. Like it's just interesting that all of a sudden now Burger King is changing. Yeah.
It makes me wonder what else is coming over there, because we've like hung out over there when like Bend the Bow and all of that, but it's quite a stagnant area. It's very weird up there. I don't know. There's not a lot of foot traffic. Yeah, there is like behind, if you like where Breadbox and stuff like that. Is. But you've got this very strange little bubble of, I guess you would say, like known franchises. Yeah, that I guess for the majority of people, you can get that stuff anywhere. So it's like they will walk past. I guess that's the thing. Sorry, I'm thinking on my feet, and it's not really making much sense, but.
No.
Yeah. It's just a puzzle.
I think. Yeah. I would just, Five Guys is not a safe place for me to eat.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
At all. It's a very not allergen friendly.
No, it's a very open kitchen,
in my
isn't it?
experiences, from top to bottom. They fry their French fries in peanut oil, and even though there's disparity in the allergy community, if you have a super severe, like if you are air reactive to peanuts, then it's not safe. But it's refined peanut oil, so technically there's not enough protein left in the oil itself for someone with like mild to moderate protein peanut allergy. Like it should be safe for them, but a lot of people avoid it one way or another. And they just don't have fantastic allergy protocols. So
that's fair. Yeah. Okay.
But it is what it is.
It is. Sticking with burgers, new at Burger Digs, the chorizo chimichanga is chorizo, fire roasted corn, poblano peppers, red pepper crema, black beans, sofrito rice, salsa roja, served with fries, which is a platter, and the combo comes with a single-serve Coca-Cola Freestyle cup, and Shelby has told us that this item is vegan and replaced the herbivore platter, and that's awesome. So the combo's $23, the platter's $18.50. I think that, and having had these platters, I think they're great prices.
Yeah.
'Cause it's good food.
For sure.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try this for sure when I'm down there next time. I had to laugh, Kayla, you'll laugh when you hear this, but when I was originally dumping stuff into our planning document, I wrote that the chimichanga was at Thunder Falls Terrace instead of Burger Digs. And Kayla commented back in it. She's like, I've looked over the menus like 6 times and I can't find it on the menu anywhere. It's like, oh, because it's at Burger Digs.
Yeah. That happens.
Also new at Burger Digs are the loaded tropical fries, which are crispy fries. They are loaded with Tostitos cheese sauce, black bean and corn salsa, bacon, verde sauce, cilantro, and tahini, and they are only $7.50. And Kayla noted that these are gluten-free and look amazing.
Ooh, good. Yeah, they sound like a perfect midday pick-me-up. Good. You can also find Tico's, I don't know if that's right, Tico's loaded beef burger, a 7-ounce premium black Angus patty, ropa vieja, pepper jack cheese, that was hard to say, bacon brioche bun, and it's served with fries.
And they've added a new dessert that is also vegan, and it's the Raptor Tart, which is fresh banana, dulce de leche, and chocolate mousse.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Over at Epic Universe, told you, we've got you running about today, you're getting your steps in. The souvenir monocane flask inside Dark Universe had an update and now has a monocane branding on the front of it. So you need to see Sam in Wonderlands, so Sam SAM.IIN.Wonderlands post on Instagram. And we were watching the Jackie Super Enthused, we were watching her vlog the other day and I saw it. I have to say, I'm not a fan of the monogram branding. The monocane branding.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the thick white font with the drink behind it looked really cool, but I'm also not very into graphic design and stuff like that. So I guess I've got very not refined eyes for those sorts of things.
I understand why. Completely understand why. But we've got the original plain ones, and for me it just feels like an actual. It's not, because to me it's not a drink; it's a portion, and it should be in a flask. It's come straight from the lab. And it's probably my ADHD brain just overthinking everything.
Gotcha.
It'll grow on me, and it's not going to stop me drinking monocanes because they're delicious.
Yeah, but it looks cool. So check it out, people.
Absolutely.
All right, big mac and cheese cone news that is no longer breaking because this happened 6 weeks ago.
Yeah,
but we have not chatted about the new mac and cheese cone that replaced. So the new one is the Dragon's Garden Pyre Creamy Mac and Cheese, and it's lemon herb chicken, fire roasted corn, avocado spread, flamin' hot Cheetos, and it's served in the crunchy cone. So this replaced the Dragon Fire Chicken Spire cone. Yeah,
I cannot wait to try this.
Yeah.
The Dragonfire Chicken Spire cone was I wouldn't say I disliked it. It was my least favourite of the 3.
How spicy was it?
For me, it was overpowered by what's the green stuff they chucked on it?
Chimichurri?
Yes.
Okay.
I find that overpowering, and there was too much of that for me. I didn't think it was spicy at all.
Okay. I was wondering if that's kind of why they changed it, if they were getting feedback that it was too spicy.
Yeah, but I eat spice, so
yeah.
What one person thinks is spicy, another person doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's all personal preference. But this one sounds really good, actually. And who doesn't? Well, I know people don't. I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos. And
they're on everything at Universal, so lucky you.
Well, for once, one of the trends that they've got, I like. So
yeah. Good.
At least it's not coconut.
There you go.
But yeah, if you're lucky and you try this, if you look up, you might be able to see one of the flying dragons because they're about.
Yeah, I saw that they've been out and about a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Cool. Again, if this is something that listeners have tried, let us know what you think about the change here.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you go to the main show, we do have a little choose your favourite corn segment. You could always double up on your shows, people.
Yeah.
Okay, before I get told off for not poaching, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Pat O'Brien's. Let's go to Pat O'Brien's before I get myself into a bigger hole. So tucked away inside Pat O'Brien's, the speakeasy is back. So you'll need a password to get in, and this apparently changes regularly and is usually shared by the team member outside or hinted at nearby. So that's a little bit of fun, interactive mystery before you even step through the door. Who doesn't like a bit of extra fun? So once inside, though, it's a totally different vibe. Think low lighting, intimate seating, and a quieter, more laid-back atmosphere compared to the main bar. So the drinks menu leans into elevated takes on New Orleans classics. Yes, you can still find riffs on the iconic Hurricane cocktail, thank goodness. But there are also more craft-style cocktails like Sazeracs, Vieux Carré, don't know what that one is, and mint juleps, along with snacks like charcuterie and truffle popcorn. And we believe this will be sticking around through the summer, which, past history, it should do.
I think, well, how long? Because the last year, the Speakeasy opened for the first time during Mardi Gras.
Yes.
And I can't remember how long it stayed open.
It was closed before we came out, but we came out October.
It was gone by summer, so I wonder if I think it opened around Mardi Gras and then stayed through like May.
Yes, so I'm just thinking if we were out for Epic opening, we arrived around the 20th and it was closed. Yeah. It was either closed then or it was closing and we couldn't get there because I think it was closing because we couldn't get there because we had media stuff going on.
All your media. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, cool. One way or another.
So about a month.
Fun.
Yeah. Awesome. It's nice.
All right. So another bar that you can check out is over in the extended queue for Transformers. There's the new Creepy Concoctions bar featuring cool graphics of Frankenstein and Gilman with 4 frozen options, including a pina colada, strawberry supreme, margarita, and mango passion, plus a mocktail version if you're alcohol free. There's also a premium bar here, so you can order any cocktail you want or order from a small list of beer and wine. So this is this was the Mardi Gras booth that served all the like gator drink, all the frozen gator drinks and things like that this year.
Yeah, I know where.
So that's cool that they've kept it open. It's a nice little, like, I like that one is covered and in the shade, like you can grab your drink and stand back there in the shade. It's a nice little.
Yeah. And I have seen, again, Jackie Super Enthused, I've seen she mixed and matched a few flavors. So you can do that as well. You're not stuck with one. You can layer it.
Yep. Yeah.
Which even more fun. I like that. So, Universal Orlando Annual Pass exclusive specials. Let's move on to that. They are available now through May 21st for Pass Holder Month. And they will be the Chimmy Cheese Sandwich at NBC Sports, the Chopped Italian Mac and Cheese at Blondie's, Viking Bee Sting Donut at Voodoo, Salmon and Saffron Risotto at Lombard's, salmon rasta roll at Cowfish. And Kayla has popped in here. The first comment she saw was, Universal, these look great, but can you please do something for vegans? Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I do think I really feel like Universal takes care of their annual pass holders. And I think this is just one little way to make it feel like you have something exclusive and something special.
Yeah.
Outside of, it's obviously not free like the buttons or the magnets or anything like that. But I think having those things that say like, we care about you, we're thinking about like thinking specifically about us. I feel like it's cool that they do this every year.
Yeah. Especially in the current climate where things seem to be getting more expensive. So to have that little, like you say, even though you're paying for it, just to have that little extra thought, it goes a long way.
Nice. All right. A new item can be found over at Streetcar Snacks and, for instance,
It's catching.
Uh-oh.
Francisco.
Francisco.
That's easier to say.
Let's try that again. A new item can be found over at Streetcar Snacks in San Francisco. Can you help me with this?
I can. I actually put it. We put it through.
I see, but I still.
Yeah, I put it in Korean, so I would know how it was.
Okay.
How it was. So it's because it's not an R. It's a weird letter.
Okay.
It's lo cha mo.
Okay.
Lo cha mo.
Okay.
Yeah. I probably completely butchered that, and everybody's yelling at me who speaks Chinese.
Well, thanks for helping there. So it's quote unquote Chinese hamburger, and what it is, it's a fragrant braised pork on a flaky bun for $9.99. So it's a little bit more. It looks a little bigger than a slider, but a little smaller than a burger.
Yeah,
and it's like pulled braised pork.
It looks lovely but messy.
Yes.
Yes. So, at Parkside Fair, there is a barbecue pork footlong hot dog and chips for $17. And also, this looks amazing, a loaded Bavarian pretzel, which is a giant pretzel, and they are not kidding when they say giant, which comes with cheese sauce, pickles, charcuterie meat, and Dijon mustard. And 4 people could very easily share this, and that's coming from me, who can eat. So,
it reminds me of if you got a charcuterie plate, but the pretzel is the plate.
Exactly,
like all the meats and sauces and things are on it. Like a good old Panera bread bowl. You got to eat what it's served on.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that's definitely on Lee's list. So.
Yep. All right. Talking about another kick that Universal's on. In the New York section of the park at 57 Fair, you can find 3 new items. First up is the pizza stromboli, which is meatballs and pepperoni baked in a pizza dough. The next is the Philly cheesesteak stromboli, which is tender beef, cheese, sesame seeds, onions, and peppers. And then just to go off of that really fast while we're talking about it, on the snack stand on the bridge between London and Simpsons, you can also get a bacon mac and cheese stromboli.
Ooh.
And all 3 of these are $15.99. And then the last new item at 57 Fair is a pastrami Reuben footlong hot dog with chips. And that one's a hot dog topped with pastrami, sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing. And that one's $16.99. So they're on a big footlong hot dog kick and a big stromboli kick.
Yeah. Now, the only time I've ever had stromboli is actually in Orlando International Airport at the food court from Sparrow's.
Oh, there you go.
So
yeah, it's like a Hot Pocket.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I think if I could eat any of these, I'd probably go for the Philly cheesesteak one just because it's more unique than what you would typically find, like a pizza stromboli or like mac and cheese stromboli. I feel like it's a little more run of the mill, but
yeah, I think I'm with you. I think it would be a Philly cheesesteak one. Although it would appear that pizza is something that I am not going to be able to eat for any kind of immediate future. Anyway, that's a whole different whinge. Let's go to Mel's instead. And so Mel's Dining now offers 2 additional desserts. Awesome. 1 for each hand. So the first up is chocolate s'mores bundt cake. Oh, I've seen these. I remember these. Oh my goodness. A chocolate s'mores bundt cake, which is chocolate bundt cake with chocolate sauce, toasted marshmallows, and graham cracker crumbs. It looks very rich.
Yeah.
Now the second option, which I will not be sharing, is the strawberry shortcake bundt, which is vanilla bundt cake with strawberries and whipped cream. Now, both are $9.99. And They are quite large portions.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
They are.
A bundt cake.
They're definitely a bang for the buck. Now the bundt cakes replaced some of the cake slices previously available. I don't even remember the cake slices that were there because I've seen these and I don't even care what's gone because I'm not mad. So,
well, I just think milkshakes when I think of Mel's. So
yeah,
I kind of don't know that I knew there were.
Although I do like the coffee from Mel's.
Oh, I've never had it.
Yeah, yeah,
good to know.
It's there in Today Cafe, only place I like the coffee from. So,
have you had Sapphire Falls coffee though?
I haven't actually.
Okay, it's not the standard Starbucks. They get at least as of the last time that I was there, they have their own like company that they buy their roasted beans from.
Oh well, I'll just have to stay at Sapphire and try that then. Not
I'll
visit. We'll have to stay because it's the only way to do it, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, once we wake up and have our coffee, unfortunately, we will not be able to have brunch at Toothsome anymore. So Kayla and her family are sad.
Understandably.
Yeah, they've changed their menu again. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Toothsome. No. So the very berry salad is gone again from the menu after coming back. And the patty melt, among other things, is gone as well.
Yeah. See, what I've heard, again, take it with a grain of salt. I don't know how much of this is true. I know when I was out there last and we went and our server told us that they'd had a change of chefs. Mm-hmm. And they were trying to put their own stamp on the menus. And even the server agreed that the chefs were making a mistake by taking away firm favourites. And from what I'm hearing, there's been another shuffle in the kitchens again. And it's the customer, it's the client that loses out at the end of the day. It's sad because there's a lot of popular items have disappeared from Toothsome in the last 6 months. I've
only been once, and I went with Shelby. And that she definitely noted shrinkflation, like literally had a picture of the same dish from beforehand, the vegetable pasta that I think is gone now. And like my salad was fine, but it like Toothsome looks cool. But to me, that's more of a gimmick than like I can't wait to go back and eat that thing that I tried there. Yeah, that's interesting with the chef. I want to take a little side note here. The chef change up. I'm wondering how much of the menu changes that we're seeing across the legacy parks are due to the fact that we know a lot of those chefs that had been at the parks for a long time moved over to Epic when it opened. And to me, I feel like the people that have stepped up or taken their place, it's been long enough now that they feel comfortable updating their menus in places that whereas people might have left, City Walk restaurants and things like that to go to Epic. I feel like we're seeing all of these changes now because everybody who's stepped into those roles in the other places are ready to kind of extend their wings a little bit and try some new things. Yeah.
But surely you replace the less popular dishes rather than the fan favourites.
Yeah.
To me, that's a no-brainer. But what do we know?
I think some changes are negative, whereas I think a lot of the other changes are positive.
It's Toothsome for me. I don't class myself as a picky eater because it's not a lot that I won't eat. It just seems to be they're the things that are in everything at the moment, because we know how things are cyclical with trends. But every time I go to Toothsome, am I going to find something that I can eat that I like? So I tend to not be very adventurous in there. I have found, I think it's a meatloaf that I like. So if they take that off the menu, I've got nothing now.
Gotcha.
But fun fact, Toothsome's where I broke my foot. Yeah. Didn't find out. Oh, my ankle. Didn't find out until I got home. Just thought I'd sprained it. Nope. Broke it in Toothsome. So, yeah.
I mean, my brother and sister-in-law love their milkshakes. That I feel like is, well, I know they're expensive, but they're so massive that it is, a good price for what you're getting. But
see, I've never had one because the amount of milk.
Yeah.
I would lose days.
Shelby likes the pineapple upside down one, the vegan one. Oh, but it's coconut ice cream. Never mind.
Yeah. See, this is my little soapbox. You can use other milks for milkshake. Why is the the milk alternative milkshake basically just a vanilla milkshake. It's like with burgers. I don't understand why you can't decide whether you're going to have a beef burger, what your patty is. Beef, chicken, vegetable, vegan, and then just put the rest of the toppings on. It should just be that simple.
Yeah.
But again, what do we know? Yeah. Oh, first cool. Negative bit really there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that. Let's be positive again. Let's go to Lombard's, the pop-up bar, which looks pretty cool actually. So behind Lombard's is a pop-up bar which has 2 mixed drinks and a premium bar. So we have the Pier 39 Splash, a rum punch, which sounds very refreshing, and the Fog City Spark, which I am quite looking forward to, which is a bourbon ginger beer cocktail. Do you know what? That sounds like the perfect drink to have as the sun's going down.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. You get me? Yeah. There are also some small bites available there, including sweet and spicy chicken bites, bruschetta, stracciatella. We'll go with that. That is vegetarian. And there are beef skewers and a shrimp cocktail, which is gluten-free.
Nice.
Yeah, and it looks
That's
nice
another nice little waterfront location.
It is. And I'm hoping that because it's hidden, people will kind of forget that it's there.
Yeah.
Not enough that it closes, but enough that you can have a chilled time there.
We had a nice little Producers Club unofficial meetup there when it was the HHN bar a couple years ago. So
that's right, yes.
We all kind of crashed out at the same time, and that's where we landed. So
I do like it back there.
Yeah. All right. And some other updates. Again, so our March episode, I think, was talking about all the food at Toon Lagoon and Marvel Superhero Island, and we talked about how sad and tired those menus were, and then they updated them, no lie, in between us recording and us posting that episode.
Of course
they updated menus. So Comic Strip Cafe's new offerings include a Wellington double stack cheeseburger, crispy orange tofu, teriyaki barbecue stir fry, chicken tikka masala, crispy onion rings, garlic knots, and for dessert, a warm chocolate peanut butter cookie sundae.
Ooh, that's quite a nice range, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crispy orange tofu, though. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'm adding that to the list. At Crescent Moon Bakery, you can purchase jumbo cookie butter cinnamon rolls and a jumbo pistachio chocolate cinnamon roll.
Yum.
They sound great. And the fact jumbo, probably split them in half and share them.
Yeah.
One of each.
Oh, you could get... Yeah. Yes, that's where I was going. Yeah.
When the light bulb went off both of our heads at the same time there. That was funny. Oh, I love pistachio. Oh, yeah.
All right. Moving over to what's left of the Lost Continent at Doc Sagru's Desert Kebab House in Islands of Adventure. All items are now only available as combos, and that includes a single serve Coke freestyle cup. And it seems that all the kebab recipes have been tweaked ever so slightly. So that's interesting. Like, I don't understand why you would take away the option to not have drinks. But and they also added a Dubai chocolate brownie and blondies and s'mores cookies.
Okay.
So
full disclosure, never had Dubai chocolate.
Yeah,
I'm not paying that price.
Yeah.
To be fair. That does seem weird though. They've removed that option. Puzzler. Okay, let's see if Cafe 4 fare any better. They have new items which include a garlic meatball slider, a garlic parm slider. Do you think they had a lot of garlic? Jumbo pesto chicken slice, superhero cheesecake cup, and a s'mores cookie. Okay, they actually sound really good.
Yeah. Those sliders look really good too. They look very like when you broil cheese and it gets that brown coating on like that.
Yes.
Not that I would know what that actually tastes like, but
it tastes awful, Kelly. Promise you, it's terrible. Yeah. It's the worst thing ever. It's not something I ever go out my way to make.
You know. But then over at Captain America Diner, you can find the Ultra Crunch Hero chicken tender stack, onion rings and fries, and a superhero cheesecake cup.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I do like a stack.
Yeah.
Confisco Grill has a new miso salmon. That sounds really good to me. I love miso and I love salmon.
Yep. And this is another one of those Universal bought stock in Flamin' Hot Cheetos and Verlasso salmon. So Verlasso was the salmon that was at Mardi Gras this year at the Chile Patagonia booth. And I know we talked about it a couple months ago, but Verlasso is a sustainable salmon brand that's farmed in Patagonia. And they are like the first certified carbon neutral fishery in, I think, the world.
Wow, that's amazing.
But they're known for this like super light, buttery salmon that's sustainably and ethically raised. And so they sponsored that booth at Mardi Gras. That's why it was Chile Patagonia specifically.
I'm so jealous of everybody who got to eat that.
Oh, it was so good. That's the only thing that I had twice at Mardi Gras was that salmon.
Okay.
So the salmon at Confisco is Verlasso salmon. And I'm about to read the salmon at Mythos is Verlasso salmon. And then I don't even think it's in the notes, but Big Fire also has a brand new salmon dish that's the Verlasso salmon. So they are having a great major partnership with them, kind of like when they did it with chunk steak and then it showed up everywhere.
Okay. Oh, welcome that one.
Back at Mythos, new items include a signature bread service, twin bone lamb chops, honey lemon glazed salmon, but the vegan citrus baklava has been removed from the menu, and Dubai chocolate cheesecake and creme brulee have been added.
Oh.
Yeah, I never got to try the baklava, so I'm a little salty about that.
Yeah, I love baklava and a citrus one. But for me, it's the fact that it's a vegan that has been... This drives me insane. Stop taking away I don't want to say minority, but the essential menu items to replace it with something that everybody else can eat and they already have plenty of options. Stop it. Oh, I have so many soapboxes. Being 6 made me grumpy, I'll be honest. So, at Pizza Predatoria, the garlic knots have replaced the breadsticks. That doesn't sound like too bad a swap, to be fair. And you can also find a strawberry Nutella cookie sundae, which sounds very rich.
Yep. And then over at Thunder Falls Terrace, you will not find the chimichanga. Remember, that's at Burger Digs.
Yes.
But they have updated the descriptions of their bowls, and they've added a side of roasted corn and poblano peppers, which I love, like a good, like, cold bean salad sort of things, or eat cold or hot, like a corn salad or, cowboy caviar, like anything like that. So I love like roasted corn and peppers as a side, and it's just a little fresher than something like a French fries or
agreed.
Their roasted potatoes, which I do love their roasted potatoes, but they can be a little heavy.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of French fries. I'm not the biggest fan of any kind of potato chip type thing, unless it's tater tots, but I don't class those as fries. Sorry.
Nope, you're good. Sadly, though, the nachos have been removed from the menu.
Boo.
So just gotta hop over to Bumblebee Man's, because that's what we're doing. We're doing today. We're just let's apparate. We're apparating all over the parks. We're not walking.
Absolutely, yes. So let's apparate over to Wimpy's then, where the crispy garden vegan sandwich has replaced the vegan supreme cheeseburger, and there is also a new Deckhands Galley chicken tender sandwich. So
nice.
Good.
And then we're also hearing that the caramel popcorn at Touch Popcorn stand in Islands is vegan.
Yes. And that's near the exit to Islands, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
okay. And then at DreamWorks Land, there are 2 new menu items. At Swamp Snacks, and there's the Donkey's Triple Chocolate Waffle for $9.99 and Ogre Corn, which is green popcorn with ranch seasoning.
That sounds interesting.
Yep. And the Starbucks at Islands is back open again, and it looks repainted and beautiful and all of that. So you don't have to get your Starbucks in City Walk, like they were telling everybody. There was signage everywhere of like, there is no open Starbucks in Islands of Adventure right now. Get your coffee now.
I mean, to be honest, you could have stopped the sentence that you don't have to get your coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah.
That's the sentence for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is strange how there's so few places to get coffees in the parks.
Yeah.
Considering how many people are coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
And
I think it's another fun way to change up your menu all the time.
Right.
And I think they'd be really popular.
Right. And they have their own beers. and things
Yeah.
like that. Have your own coffee blend. Disney do it. I don't get to
They got a
Disney
bunch of 'em.
very often, but I used to bring home Disney blend ground coffee. That is really difficult to say. It's
That
a
is,
really good
yeah.
coffee. So come on, Universal, give us coffee or sell us the Today Cafe blend all around the park.
Yeah. Because they have it in Today Cafe, right?
They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just general thoughts on those changes. How are you feeling about this?
It's a mixed bag, isn't it? It's like
Mm-hmm.
the good changes are really good, and then you've got some really low changes.
Yeah.
Toothsome, that's the one that really stings, to be honest.
Yeah.
'Cause I think they're messing around with that formula too much and too often. Recently, like the last 6 to 8 months, it
Yeah.
just seems.
Yeah, that feels more of a product of like instability of the restaurant itself and not like we are changing things up on purpose for good reasons.
Yeah. It's not like there's like they can't get hold of certain ingredients or anything. I don't know, it does feel like a power play.
Yeah.
Which is not, I don't think it's very wise considering the amount of options people have.
Yeah.
People will speak with the feet. Which is a shame. Sorry, I was just going to say, because it's an original restaurant as well.
Yeah.
They're the things that they really need to protect, I feel.
Yeah, they like tout it all the time that like Universal Creative had a hand in this restaurant, and it's part of the never changing segment of their TV channel that's like ride Velocicoaster with the ride guys, meet Penelope at Toothsome. There's they still talk it up very much.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Hopefully it's just like a temporary transitional thing and things will settle. We have to trust them.
Overall, as far as the changes go, like I said, I think I kind of had two main points, one of which I already talked about, of like these newer chefs are finding the space and capacity to, change up the menus. But I think also this is good news that we might end up losing some of our favorite dishes to be replaced by new things, because these are parks that for years and years and years only had chicken fingers, burgers, pizza, French fries.
Yeah.
Everywhere you went, there was very little, I think that's why I love places like Confisco and Mythos so much, even though they're not at the same quality of other theme park restaurants, because for a long time that was the only place at Islands that I could eat. And then it was this more interesting food. And then we saw the first shift with Wizarding World opening of more elevated menus and more interest, not interesting as if fish and chips is like a foreign thing to us Americans, but
also
we saw
vegetables.
Yes. Yeah. That we saw things that were not just your standard theme park food.
Yeah.
And it did really well. So then they updated this place, and then they updated this place. And now we have our favorite dishes at those places. We're like, nobody comes home from a Universal trip and was like, what made my trip was my chicken tenders basket.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's coming home and saying, what made my trip was this crispy cauliflower, which I'm not putting it into the universe for them to change because people would riot. But they're going to come home and say that was their favorite thing. But it's a good thing for Universal to be updating these menus, and something for the most part is someone's favorite. And so no matter what they change or what they take away, they're taking away something that someone loves.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But I think these changes are good news. Like, I'm hopeful that this shows that they're going to keep giving us these offerings that are a little bit off of your standard theme park menu.
One thing I was very happy to see was with new dessert options, it's not all chocolate.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because
good point.
Obviously, I'm not a picky eater, but I'm a picky eater. I don't like chocolate desserts.
Yeah.
So to see things that have, like pistachio and cinnamon, and then like the strawberry shortcake bundt cake, it's nice to see there's more variety like that. And I believe was there a sundae as well, or was that chocolate?
I mean the cheesecake sundae, the cookie butter croissant. We're seeing more interesting flavors and things. Because I'm with you, I'm not a big chocolate fan. Like I always go for vanilla over.
Yeah. Or
that,
lemon.
but-
Add more lemon to everything. I'm
absolutely.
lemon mad, yes. But like you say, I think that overall, looking at it, we are seeing some really nice offerings. I would like to see more vegan and vegetarian and dietary friendly things coming in, but hopefully they will be adding like adapted versions, or we'll find out that a lot of these things are adaptable, which would be nice, because as we know on our show, there's, you could have a handful of people and you can almost guarantee that at least 2 people are going to have some sort of restriction. Yeah. Because unfortunately that's modern life now, and we need to start making it more accessible for everybody. But I trust the will, she says trepidatiously. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Putting you on the spot, but if you could actually operate 2 Universal in this instant,
yes,
what would be the first new thing that you would try?
New thing. Ooh, you have put me right on the spot. There was something. Hang on. Let me just scroll up. Or you might have just told me about it. I'm not sure it's in the list. It was one of the salmon dishes.
So there's that. Well,
I know.
We can. Okay.
It was the miso salmon.
Yeah. Yep.
It just
Honestly,
sounds
that's
so refreshing.
Mine too. Because then the Mythos one is honey lemon, and the NBC Sports is hot honey. So honestly, any of those 3. I'm
already over hot honey.
Okay. Yeah. Any of the 3 I would try.
But yeah.
There's a miso salmon dish that's newer at Circus McGurkus as well. I think we did cover that news, but I think I would go for the Confisco one before I would go for Circus McGurkus. But
I really like miso.
Me too.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is then we meet at Confisco and have the salmon just to line our stomachs before we start our bar crawl.
There we go. This is quite the trip. We're staying at Sapphire Falls.
We are. We're drinking all the high-end cocktails. We're eating all the salmon.
Yep. Going to Pat O'Brien's. Okay.
That sounds like quite a good trip, actually.
If we're not too full from that, let's move on to dessert. So last month we teamed up with Ben and Aubrey Fudge from the Fudge Factor on YouTube to review Butterbeer season and Mardi Gras menus. And we were sitting on a secret that whole episode.
Yes,
so the Fudge Factor is the newest member of the UUOP podcast network. So yay.
Yes. It literally happened like 5-10 minutes before we started recording.
Yep. That's when they confirmed that they were ready to join the family.
Yeah, we're so happy to have them because they are great guys. Their vlogs are great. And if you haven't checked them out, please do, because they're just good at what they do.
Yeah,
we all love them.
fantastic.
Yes.
So we're excited to officially add a consistent vlog to our podcast network.
About time.
And we're also excited to announce the winner of our March giveaway. So we asked you to submit your favorite 3 menu items from this year's Mardi Gras event if you got to attend, or what would have been your 3 priority dishes if you were unable to attend. So thank you for everyone who entered for the chance to win an exclusive little limited edition Mardi Gras merch item. And the winner is pulling up my email. There it is. So Kristen Hebert. Kristen wrote in and said, "Hi, Taste of Universal team. I visited Mardi Gras this year, and my top 3 eats were the flautas, the beer and cheese soup with the pretzel, and the picanha. Thank you so much for the amazing podcast episode. Loved hearing all about the butterbeer and Mardi Gras items this year." So yay, Kristen. I will be sending that to you soon. It's a cool little limited edition keychain with the Baron Tauntaun and awesome. Fringe chain and a bracelet-y kind of thing. I'm describing this terribly, but it's a very cool little keychain. So that's headed your way.
Awesome. Congratulations. And what great picks as well.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
Yay.
Yay.
I do like a competition.
Yes. All right. I got it.
Yeah.
All right. So that wraps up episode 29 of the Taste of Universal podcast. To our beloved listeners, we love hearing from you. And again, don't forget, let us know about your thoughts on menu changes in general, and let us know about your thoughts on Epic Universe a year later and its impact on everything.
Absolutely.
So you can find the podcast on all the usual podcast platforms, and please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Find us on Facebook at The Taste of Universal, on Instagram at Taste of Universal Podcast, and follow Shelby on Instagram at Universal Orlando Vegans. You can email all your questions and comments to thetasteofuniversal@gmail.com, and check out all the other members of the UUOP Podcast Network. Please like, subscribe, and rate them all. For weekly news and Universal content, tune into our main show with our network hosts, the unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast.
And tune into Rush of Fear for year-round Halloween Horror Nights content and Theme Park Duo for coverage of everything West Coast. For adult-centric Disney discussions, check out the Portkey Passport and discover the unofficial Universal Great Britain podcast for information on the upcoming Bedford Park. There's also Big Dumb Stuff, a podcast covering a whole range of themed entertainment, and Theme Park Throwdown, a weekly debate podcast pitting Disney and Universal against each other in a battle royale. And just as you heard, subscribe to the Fudge Factor on YouTube channel for regular videos, which are focused on Universal Orlando Resort.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of The Taste of Universal. Our next episode will be out on June 8th. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to tip your server.